Okay, reverse logistics. What is reverse logistics, Mark?
Reverse logistics, simply put, is the world of returns. So when we're talking about reverse logistics, we're talking about some sort of optimized process for goods that are being returned to your distribution point or to you directly as a seller based on what your requirements are from either your retail channel, your vendor, or your direct end user. The biggest thing with reverse logistics is establishing that criteria. And the criteria is what is acceptable to be returned, how is it acceptable to be returned. In the event that any one of these channels wants to return the good, what do they do? How do they get the information? Once they have the information, how do I meet their expectations? Then once the good ships, how do I manage and control my cost of that good shipping? Once it arrives either back to me or back to my warehouse 3PL, what happens to the good then? How do I segregate this good away from all of the rest of the known goods I have for sale in the facility? What inspection processes do we have to either scrap the good, return it to stock? How do we receive it into our warehouse management system so we can see it and know the state that it's in? How do we get it back to, if it is acceptable and meets all of our standards, how do we get it back to a good known state in a cost-effective method to allow it to be sold back through our retail channels again and get back in the hands of our customers so we can realize the revenue from the good. Simply put, good management of reverse logistics allows you to avoid future mistakes, whether that's issues with revisions or known failure points, or being able to realize and mitigate negative perceptions of your brand based on those returns. And then additionally, how does this encompass exchanges? How do we manage? Someone says they want to return this good. One of your end users says, this didn't meet my expectations. This part of the good failed. How can we get that good exchanged for a known quality unit that meets all of those expectations and get it back in the hands of the customer? So that reverse logistics piece additionally is something that should be well thought out, mapped out, all of the costs understood, all of the steps in the process understood, the time associated with each, understanding the communication points, the points at which communication is appropriate with the seller, with the vendor channel, with the direct end user, all of those kind of things to ensure that the process flows, is seamless, and everyone in the process understands what the current step is and the next step is so that everyone gets what they expected.
Thank you.